And so it's really important to know that this isn't just a one-off course. It's not just PD. It really is an experience. You're going to gain a hell of a lot from it. And it really is a structured pathway to better teaching. You're not just sort of buying content. You're really investing in better lessons, better student results and outcomes, and a stronger, more sustainable studio. You're listening to the Topcast, the original podcast for growth-minded instrumental music and voice teachers since 2015, with your host, Tim Topham. Our mission at Top Music is to empower instrumental music and voice teachers to find and nurture their innate creativity so that they can teach lessons that are innovative, integrated, and inspiring, and that will have a positive, lifelong impact on their students. Join us each week as we interview teachers and creators from around the world and unpack fun and exciting ideas to maximize your teaching and studio business success. Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Great to have you with me again today. And we have an exciting announcement today because this is the week of Top Music Live. And one of the things that we're going to be announcing at Top Music Live is a new way to become Top Music Certified in 2026. And that's what we're going to talk about today, so you all know what's going on, even if you aren't at Top Music Live. So many of you will know that we first launched Top Music Certification back in 2023, and it has been an incredible program that many teachers have been going through and having huge life-changing moments with, both in their studio and their studio business, but also in their life more generally as they become more confident and shake off that imposter syndrome. So our big update today is that Top Music Certification is now available on demand. So you don't have to wait and you don't have to buy a long-term membership with us. You can start anytime, and this is going to be perfect for teachers who want that flexibility, but don't want to be locked into something long-term, but still want to get this done and come out with that really serious professional certification outcome. Our Top Music Certification is a recognised certification pathway for independent music teachers of both instruments and voice. It's focused on real teaching, not just sort of exams and theory-only learning, and it covers, importantly, both the pedagogy and the business side of running a modern studio. It's really built around how teachers actually teach today. The students you teach today, not the students you might have taught 100 years ago, the ones that are in front of you today. Joe told us, I think that the content was spot on for me as a new teacher, especially new to this way of teaching. I love the way the course covered so much different content and made me think about things I hadn't properly thought about, like studio guidelines, makeup lessons, marketing, all aspects just I hadn't thought of. I really feel like this certification has caught me at a really good time where I can start to expand and gain confidence at a relatively early starting point in my teaching. That was Joe. And Anita told us the certification was really great and the intense pace was just what I needed because this helps me push through my own barriers more effectively. Having to record my teaching, create tangible milestones, use a more question-centric approach to teaching, and the score analysis in that order organised my thinking and impacted me the most. So what's the purpose? The Top Music Certification builds confidence in teachers by providing a clear, practical roadmap for teaching and strategies that reduce confusion, overwhelm, and self-doubt. Through a holistical, pedagogical approach, teaching quality is strengthened as participants seek to teach in an integrated, creative way. In addition, Top Music Certification assists teachers to build a thriving studio with business marketing and operational strategies suitable for their particular location and style of teaching. Now, critically, rather than just give you a set of criteria that you need to prove that you can fulfill, we provide you with the training materials that you need to pass and become a certified teacher. And this is a huge difference to most other certification programs that are out there. So how does it actually work? Well, for a small one-off fee, you're going to be given 6 months full access to TopMusicPro, our studio membership. This gives you full access to all of our training courses, hundreds of lesson plans, videos, teaching ideas, resources, and our supportive global community of teachers. You also unlock the 4-unit certification program. These are listed as courses, multi-module courses that you can move through. It tracks your progress. You can ask questions along the way, etc. You're going to have step-by-step training and guidance and no guesswork about what to do next or where to find the resources and training. So we're not just going to send you off and say, good luck, come back when you're ready. We actually step you through the process. You'll also be able to meet with other participants and our Top Music Certification team once a month for a check-in if you'd like to as well. And you can ask questions at any time through any of the course module comment sections or through our certification forums. And at the end, what we'll be doing is submitting your work as part of a portfolio. So we don't just get you to write an essay and do a multi-choice. It's a portfolio which has mixed approaches to assessment. So there's going to be some teaching videos. There will be some thoughtful reflections on aspects of your teaching, but also case studies on various different types of students that you might be teaching in your studio, repertoire plans, teaching plans. And on the business side of things, you'll have the opportunity as part of this to, if you need to update your website, create your studio policies, things that are really, really practical. But also you get to choose your pathway through the assessment, because we don't want to ask you to do something that is completely irrelevant to where you need to be spending your time at the moment. So what do the 4 key modules cover? Well, in Unit 1, you're going to be focusing on how to teach creatively and engage student creativity from the first lesson, as well as teaching with a holistic, integrated approach. You will reflect on contemporary approaches to reading, rote learning, listening, and learning through play. And you'll be implementing ideas for creative variations, improvisations, and compositions with your students, and learn how to teach repertoire pieces through a lens of discovery. So that's Unit 1. Unit 2 focuses on approaches to teaching repertoire and technique in particular. You'll be considering what technical facilities are required at various levels of student development and how to engage students as they learn technique approaches. You'll learn how to integrate repertoire teaching with creative parts of the lesson and how to prepare a piece thoroughly before introducing it to your student. Unit 3 focuses on the atmosphere you create within your lesson and your studio and how students will develop from day 1 right throughout their journey. You'll consider how to teach inclusively and with attention to making a safe and friendly learning environment. With a student-first approach, you'll think through the advantages of available methods for beginner students, as well as an overall plan that takes them several years into the future, which is often something that we don't really think that much about. And in Unit 4, you're going to really focus on the business side of your studio. You're going to make the most of your working hours and you'll plan your finances effectively. You'll learn how to connect with a wider pool of prospective students. You'll set up systems to save you time and ways to find and onboard new students more effectively. Now, of course, that is just a super quick overview, but that does give you a taste of the kind of holistic approach that we use when we're assessing you for your Top Music certification. So how does the process actually work? Well, what you'll do, if you'd like to sign up, you'll head over to topmusic.co/certification. You can read more about it and find out all the details. Hit sign up and you'll get instant access. You'll be able to then work through these modules at your own pace. As I said, everything is tracked. You'll be able to come straight back to where you left off last time. You'll be able to ask questions as you go and then meet in person, once a month, as I mentioned as well. You'll be able to complete tasks and submit assessments as you go and receive feedback to make sure that you're continually improving. Most teachers finish within 4 to 6 months, and so you don't have any deadlines or pressure. It's up to you how you'd like to spend that time. And of course, if life gets in the way, all you need to do is speak to us and we will chat with you about the process. If you need extensions, and also if you need to redo any modules of the assessment portfolio, we'll help you with that as well. So why does all this matter? Well, when it comes to certifications, we wanted to do things differently. A lot of certifications, as I say, they kind of test almost what you already know, and they assume that you'll go out and learn the things that they want you to learn. A lot of them are tied to exam boards or methods, and a lot of them are a little bit stuck in the past, to be honest. So we're really, really different. We actually make you a better teacher, and we teach you how to do that, and we show you and we lead you along the path to that. We're going to challenge your thinking, and we're really going to modernize your approach both to your teaching and also your studio business. So who is our certification for? Well, it's for teachers who maybe feel a bit stuck or plateaued. Maybe they are feeling a little bit of that imposter syndrome coming up. It doesn't matter whether you've been teaching for 30 years or 5 minutes, really. You will get a huge amount out of this certification. It's for teachers who want to really raise their standards, who want to confirm that what they're doing is right and on track. It's for teachers who are a little bit tired, perhaps, of outdated methods, and teachers who want that confidence and credibility. And so it's really important to know that this isn't just a one-off course. It's not just PD. It really is an experience. You're going to gain a hell of a lot from it. And it really is a structured pathway to better teaching. You're not just sort of buying content. You're really investing in better lessons, better student results and outcomes, and a stronger, more sustainable studio. So if you'd like to find out more about our new certification that we're launching this week at Top Music Live, then head over to topmusic.co/certification. If you're a member, then there is a different price because you've already got access to all the resources. You have a smaller fee that covers unlocking of the certification modules and also the assessment process. And if you're new and you're not a TopMusicPro member, then I can't wait to introduce you inside our community because, as I said, that's part of it. You'll get 6 months inside the community, plus access to the TopMusic certification process, our team, and, of course, the assessment process. And at the end, you get some extra initials after your name. You get a certificate posted to you. You get badges inside our membership and online that you can use in other places, and you end up with a huge amount of confidence from the whole program. So I can't wait to get you started today. Head over to topmusic.co/certification. How do you keep up to date with all the latest trends and research into music education? How do you connect with other teachers around the world and make sure your teaching stays fresh and relevant for students of all ages and stages, both now and into the future? I created our TopMusicPro membership to be the one-stop shop for music teaching resources, training, support, and community, and I'd love for you to come and join us inside. With over 40 comprehensive training courses, hundreds of teaching demonstrations and lesson plans, free monthly sheet music, discounts, and all the business and pedagogy support you could ever need, TopMusicPro is the community you've been looking for. If you're ready to level up your learning from the podcast and join thousands of other teachers in our global network, head over to topmusicpro.com today. If you enjoy this show and want to hear more of our work, be sure to subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening today. For links and resources mentioned in this episode, visit us at topmusic.co/podcast or check out the show notes. I'm Tim Topham. Thank you so much for listening. Enjoy your week ahead, and I'll catch you next time.